Hi, I wanted to tell you about this 5-day cleanse. I've been doing it for several years. It's Nature's Secret 5-day fast and cleanse, and it has a bunch of different products in there for a liver cleanse, a colon cleanse, fiber, digestive support, and nutrition. So it's a complete cleanse. This is not a weight loss program, it's for cleansing. And I do this as a preventative program. It's good to do for spring and fall. That's the recommendation. Not every year it happens for different reasons. And if you're not feeling well or different things are going on, then don't do it. Especially if you're sick. You don't want to do a cleanse if you're sick unless it's under doctor supervision and recommendation. So what I've done is, because there's so many tablets here, and it's all natural, it's herbs. It's nothing but herbs and natural things here. So it's no chemicals, none of that stuff that's not good for your body to begin with. So what I've done is I lay out all 5 days in pills, and I put them in little packets like this. So I have AM, midday, and PM. And I put them in little jars like that, or you could use a cup, and then lay them along the counter. So each day you have one little cup of pills to take, and the fiber, which is not very fun, but it's a psyllium and probiotics. And I just mix it with a little bit of water, mix it in, and then chase it down with a full water. This time I've done it with probiotic kombucha. So kombucha is kind of harsh to drink, but I usually sip it, but I put it in here this time, and it was pretty good. Always helpful too. You can also drink herbal teas during it. Sometimes you get chills, and that would be comforting, just to have something warm and natural there. A lot of rest is required. You can still work, but do things in a very moderate way. You need a lot of sleep, a lot of rest, a lot of water, and staying away from conflict and negative movies and all things like that. So find 5 days, over a weekend is usually good, that you can kind of have rest time, not too much commotion going on. I used to do enemas with them all the time, and those are not fun, but if you want to do enemas, this would be the time to do it. Otherwise, for me, my body just wants to do that, and everything turns out better. The relationship with food is another thing that comes up when we fast or cleanse, because our attachment to food and wondering like why, oh, I want to eat, I'm so hungry, but our body's obviously not very hungry. Excuse me. If we can go 5 days without food. So I've gotten to the point where, I don't even have a strong relationship with food anymore, because I know I'll be able to eat again. It's not the end of the world. What I do recommend is, if you have any favorite snack that's just complete garbage food, to eat it a few days before you're going to cleanse. Because if you're cleansing for the first time, all you're going to think about are Ho-Hos or the chips that you love or something ridiculous that you want to eat. Ice cream sundae. Like, you don't want to think about that while you're trying to fast. So get that over with, so you're not going to look forward to it, because it's going to take several days before you start eating that stuff again. And basically, when we say no to food, I release my attachment to food, we start feeling our emotions that we suppress by eating food. So what I'll usually do is go through the refrigerator and kind of eat off most of my food, so the refrigerator is very empty, so I'm making fresh choices when I start eating again. The way to break a fast is to have boiled vegetables. So it'll be the most boring soup that you would never eat normally, but because you haven't eaten, you want to be gentle with your body. So it's just to get some vegetables, squashes, and I use the purple. I like the purple potatoes, You don't want to make potato soup because then it's too much starch for your body to process. So I'll use squash, butternut squash, the zucchinis, the yellow squash, the purple potatoes, some yams, celery, tomatoes, things like that, and put them all in a pot and just boil them, and then eat that for 2 or 3 days, as long as you can, kind of, because so your body can just start doing the digestion again. And then basically it's an elimination fast as well when you don't eat. So then when you incorporate different foods, you want to do it slowly. So think of the most natural food being vegetables, and then eat fruit the next day. You know, do vegetables 1 or 2 days if you can, 2 to 3 days if you really can. And then start introducing fruit. And it's okay, fruit. Because our bodies react to food and we don't even know. We don't even realize. Then you want to introduce maybe some grains. If you eat a lot of grains, then you start introducing some grains. And then protein's the last thing that you introduce because it's the hardest to digest. So you're trying to build your digestion back up. And to keep using this because it's got the probiotic in it, you want to keep the flora in your intestines going very well too. Because you may have dairy even after the protein and be like, oh, you know, this dairy's not feeling well on me. Now you know, oh, your body's not really cool with dairy. But because we eat so many combined foods, we don't know which food is setting us off. So those are some tips for this Nature's Secret 5-day fast. And I hope if you're thinking about cleansing, if you're feeling like a little sluggish, or you keep making the wrong food choices and you want to get out of that habit, if you feel like you just need a break and you just want to calm down, this is a great way to go. I've been doing it for years. I highly recommend it. Definitely follow the directions and enjoy. Thank you.